Good morning, everybody. Wishing you all a wonderful Friday and a happy Shabbat coming up. Just want to share with you a little insight. So it says over here in this week's parsha. This week's parsha is called Chayei, and it's about the passing of the great matriarch Sarah Imenu, Sarah, the great matriarch of the Jewish people. And at the end of the parsha, her son Isaac gets married, and he marries Rebecca, and he brings Rebecca into his mother's tent. And it says over there that he was consoled. Why was he consoled? Well, during Sarah's lifetime, 3 miraculous things took place all the time in her tent. One is that there was a candle that remained lit from Friday morning to Friday, from Friday to Friday, from Erev Shabbos to Erev Shabbos. In addition, there was miraculous blessings that took place in her dough, in the food that she served. And finally, the divine presence hovered above her tent at all times because of her incredible spiritual greatness. And those 3 things disappeared after she passed away. When Isaac married Rebecca and he brought her into Sarah's tent, they returned. Now, I think one of these things has very much to do with the topic that we've been talking about, prayer, and I'll explain why. What does it mean on a deeper level that there was a candle burning in Sarah's house all the time, from Friday to Friday? I mean, okay, so there was a candle burning, but what does that symbolize? So in Judaism, the candle symbolizes exactly what we've been talking about this week, which is prayer. Let me tell you why. A candle, don't think of a wax candle. Think of an oil candle. That's how candles were burned back then. And some people still use oil in their Shabbat candles or their Hanukkah candles. Think about an oil candle. There's 3 parts to an oil candle. There's the flame. The flame represents God. Holiness, God, the infinite creator, ascending, going up, the light of Hashem, the light of God. That's what the flame represents. And then there's the oil. The oil in Jewish philosophy always represents the Jewish people for a number of reasons. One is that oil always rises to the top. The Jewish people somehow always manage to rise to the top. Also, with oil, the more you crush it, the more oil comes out of the olive. The Jewish people, when they're pressed and they're pushed and they're oppressed, greatness comes out and holiness comes out. So you have the oil, and you have the oil being the Jewish people, and you have the flame representing God. What connects the oil to the flame? Well, that would be the wick. In Hebrew, the word for wick is petilah. Petilah. And that's what connects the oil to the flame, the Jewish people to God. But that word petilah is spelled with the identical letters as the word tefillah. You just change the letters around. And that word petilah becomes tefillah, prayer. What is it that connects the oil, which is the Jewish people, to the flame, which is the infinite light of God? Tefillah, prayer, our prayer. It's the deepest way for us to make that connection. And that was what was going on in Sarah's tent. When it said the candle was always burning, it means that Sarah was always engaged in deep, intimate prayer, intimate tefillah with Hashem. Wow. Okay, have a wonderful Shabbos, everybody. Miss you all and wish we could be together. And wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom.